time, down time.
Hello there and welcome to Farm Simulator 2015. How you doing? Okay, so last episode we basically finished off that big field and we left a load of straw, and we was thinking about baling it, but after looking at some of your comments, probably the wisest thing to do would probably be to pick it up, but I can't find a sell point for straw. I have been looking off screen to see where I can sell it, and I just can't seem to find anything. Now you would think that place there where all the bales are and the big it looks like a selling point for straw, but it isn't. It might be a selling point for bales, but it isn't for loose straw. So we've got a bit of corn, so we're gonna fill up our corn and get you in just to go sell that. We got £48,000. Oh, there's a nice steam train in the distance. So we'll just get him driving. Not over there. Off he goes. Okay, cool. So yeah, we've got a bit of money. Just jump out here. Yeah, so I tried over here. That isn't a selling point for straw. On my test, I couldn't find it. This isn't it. So I need somewhere to sell it. Now the only thing I can do is actually purchase a placeables here, a straw power plant where we can sell our straw. So that's going to be the plan. We're going to buy ourselves a nice tractor. We're going to collect some straw and sell it in the power plant. If there is a place to sell the straw, then I apologise, but I cannot seem to find it for level money. But there we go. Okay, so let's have a look at the tractors again. I think I was looking at this one. The JD John Deere 7930. I think this one looked okay. There's also that one. This is the clean. Don't know what that means. But yeah, the JD 7930. It is a nice mod. There are other obviously John Deeres that we could look at. But I was thinking of that. But before we can get that, we need a loan. Let's just go visit Mr. Bank Manager and say, look, can you lend me £100,000? And he's like, yeah, okay, as it's you, Stocko. Yeah, and then we can have a look at getting a tractor. So probably going to get probably the clean one, which means we can clean it, I guess. Yeah, 250 horsepower for 90,000. We'll probably call it a second-hand John Deere, because there's no way you could probably pick up a brand new John Deere like that for 90,000. So let's go have a look at it. And here it is in all its glory. Okay, cool. So this is the John Deere 7930. Bit of a beast. It's got a front hitch, which I wanted, and yeah, it's a lovely-looking mod. So I think this gets dirty, and we have to clean it. But let's get in and have a look inside. Okay, it's fairly basic, but it's got everything we need. And let's start her up. Let's take the handbrake off. Lovely. And it's got a beacon. Happy days. So something we probably need is a front weight. Let's just buy ourselves a front weight. There we go. We're buying SB 1000. We'll just connect that up. It looks fairly basic in the cockpit, but you don't need it to. There we go. You don't need it too busy in here. Alright, let's head back down to the farm, because what we need to do now is hire a straw picker upper. Loading wagons. Okay, so what we got here, this is 21,000. We're going to probably need a big, what's the biggest one they do? There's a 50,000. Yeah, so we might go for the Stratmon Terra Vitesse 5201. That's only 7,000. We're going to make more than that, hopefully, by selling the straw. So let's rent that one. Okay. Let's turn the lights on. It's starting to get a little bit dark. Oh. This thing's a bit nippy. Let's head back down to the farm then, pick up our straw picker-upper, and we can start collecting the straw. But we need to find a place as well where we're going to put our straw power plant. Like I said, I have been trying to find somewhere to sell this. I cannot find anywhere. There is more than likely a place on the map to sell loose straw, but I can't find it. So if you do know, please let me know in the comments down below. That would be fantastic, thank you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no. I got a wheel stuck. Alright, I'll be back in a second. And the amazing reset tool in all its glory. Okay, so we got into a bit of bother. We called Ewan out to come rescue us, and we took a bit of stick. So let's just load up our weight, which you're going to need, and then we can get into our Stratmon Terra, our 50,000 litre straw picker-upper. Okay. Cool. I think the John Deere actually struggled a bit there. So let's head on out. So I want to turn on and lower the pickup. And I love it. You can hear the revs. And off we go. We're picking up straw. It's starting to get a little bit dark. Kind of see where we're going now. Well, it's not going to take very long to fill up this trailer for sure. Yes, because basically I was looking at your comments because I was worried about how we're going to basically cope with oh, the lights are not too great on this mod, but yeah, how we're going to cope with baling all this straw. And there's a lot of jiggery pokery going on there. But I suppose at the moment we don't need the bales, and if we can get a bit of money for the straw plant, yeah, the straw power plant, that's a bit of a pain. I wasn't expecting to having to lay out 25,000 to sell the straw, but at the end of the day, needs must, and it's just something we have to do. You have to spend money to make money. It just seems that I'm always spending money and never making any money, but that's just me. Yeah, like I said, I'm glad I've gone for the bigger, you know, the biggest capacity trailer. Because you don't want to be emptying this too many times. It shouldn't take too long to do this field. Yeah, it certainly is a waste just to cultivate over the top of the straw. What we need is a seeder stroke cultivator. I don't think the seeder is going to be good enough. The one that we've got in our farm. It's a bit small. And I think it'll take too long to try and seed this field. So we're gonna try and get a bigger seeder with a cultivator, so we don't have to go around it twice to seed the field. So that'll be something we'll be looking to get soon. Hopefully, we'll make. I'm not expecting we're going to make hundreds of thousands off this straw, but excuse me, my voice. We should make a fair bit. At least cover all our costs. Oh, there we go. I just cleared the frog out my throat. Kind of. It's still there. Wow, we're at 80% full already. So yeah, I know I'm missing a couple, but if you just go up and down, it'll all work itself out. What, 50,000 litres of straw? Wow. That's a lot of straw. And what we could do, we've actually got a grass cutter. I didn't think of this, but now we've got the picker-upper, we can actually cut some grass. We've got to cut the fields with grass, and we can actually start picking that up. And okay, we're full. And we can start putting it into the silo for the biogas plant. That might be worth certainly looking at soon. Selling silage to the biogas plant. Okay, what we need to do is figure out where we're going to put our new power station. Let's have a look. Placeables. Yeah, the straw power plant. This is where we are at the moment. Could try and put it on here, but you can see the lip going on. It's quite steep, so we need it somewhere fairly flat. Well, in here would be pretty good, wouldn't it? I think this is where the cows graze, but they wouldn't mind having a great big power plant. Yeah, I think that's the milk. That's basically where you pick up the milk. I think we're going to put it here. Just need to rotate it. There we go. Okay, cool. So let's head back over to the other side of the farm. It's probably easier to go this way straight over. So eventually this is where the cows and the pigs are going to graze, I think. Let's just jump out. I don't know why it's jigging. Let's get jiggy with it. No, 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 no. And our new power station is just in here. Let's just have a quick look around it first. I don't know if you've seen this before, but basically it's just a selling point for straw. So yeah, as the straw goes in here, it produces power and we get paid. So let's get in. Let's make some money. Gosh, I think it might be to do with the trailer, because it wasn't bouncing like this without the trailer. I can't see anything. I don't want to drive too much on the grass, but unfortunately it's inevitable. There we go, so we can unload it. You can see the money going up. And like I say, it's not going to be a king's ransom, it's not, but at the end of the day it's money. And it's kind of free money as well. So I don't know how much that was worth. Okay, let's head back out. Collect more straw. We'll leave the gate open as we haven't got any animals at the moment. But yeah, these power plants, they're actually you know, they're a real thing, and a lot of farms do tend to have them. Basically, not so much putting money, but for, let's turn that on, lower pickup, but to power the actual farm itself. So I know in the winter times you need to keep the cows warm, chickens warm, and the pigs. So they tend to buy these sort of mobile units where they run on kind of leftovers. So you can get it to run on wood chips if you want to, you know, if you do cut down wood, or you can probably get it to run on. You probably get it to run on straw or other waste materials. So essentially, you're getting free power, and any power that you're not using, you can actually sell back to the power grid, you know, to make some money. But I do know a number of farmers do tend to have these mobile power plants. Oh wow, I'm quite sure what's going on in my throat. But we'll continue. I did have the lights on. It's getting dark. So yeah, I think we got about 6,000-7,000, I think, from that straw load. I'm not 100% sure. It certainly is certainly better than nothing. And after 3 or 4 wagonfuls, we'll be in the good. We'll start making some profit then. I mean, obviously we've got the massive field, we've got the big field as well. That's full of straw. So we're good to go. I'm putting it in between there. Obviously we've got to move that baler soon. Now I don't know what happened to the trailer and the square baler I hired by accident. Maybe that's gone back. Somebody left a message as well saying that I've got to return the hired items to the shop, otherwise I get charged. Now I know that's true of I know that's true of the new mod, the new rental mod, but I'm not quite sure how true that is of this mod. Okay, everything's going to plan. That lovely sky. Now you can probably course play this. As I said, you could probably course play the baling. Like I say, do the headlands yourself, and then in the middle it's just up and down, and that can be done quite easily. But sometimes I don't actually mind doing things myself. It's quite therapeutic. There's still quite a bit going on. You know, I know we're just going up and down the field, but this is farming, peeps. And look at that beautiful sunset over there. Got a nice field of straw. It's great. So somebody mentioned actually putting these sort of tethering or windrowing, I should say, all this straw into better lines, but it's not too bad as it is. They're all in lines, and it's something we can pick up fairly easy, so it probably would be quicker. That actually looks quite real, doesn't it? Oh, we're full. Right, let's head back. We'll sell our next load. Yeah, there's actually quite a bit of straw left over. Now I do want to stop that guy. Oh, you, because you're still on courseplay money, £888 an hour, whatever. So let's turn you off as well. And yeah, everything's off. And we'll just continue with you. Now thinking about it, I hope the cows don't tend to sort of walk or go into the power plant, because they'll get minced. They'll be minced meat, literally. Oh, we're not back further enough. Unload. There we go. kind of see it working. Let me see if I can. Can I fit down there? No. There we go. We'll fit this side. So we see the straw going into the into here. I think it grinds it all up, and then you've got a conveyor underneath that goes into this huge power plant, and it makes burns it and makes electricity. And with that, we can power our farm and also sell it to the grid, as we are doing now. Okay. Let's continue on. Turn you on, it's lower. So some of you are probably thinking, I'm not quite sure it's worth the time and effort, but you know, at £6 or £7 grand a pop, and it, you know, it only takes a few minutes to go around the field. I think it is worth the time. I suppose 50,000 litres of straw, that's a lot of straw, isn't it? We could actually, you know, keep it, but I don't even know where to store the straw. Yeah, so yes, let me know down in the comments where I can actually store the straw for when we have cows and pigs, because I'm not quite sure. I couldn't find anywhere. It doesn't tell you. I've been to all those green places, you know, where the green trailers are, and I cannot seem to find anywhere to sell the straw. Or even store the straw, you know, for when you want to use it at a later date. Wow, this thing does move around quite a bit, doesn't it? I suppose no more than real life, you know. If he was in a real life tractor doing this, I'm sure the tractor would be moving around just like this. It's just that when it stands still, it doesn't jig around like it's dancing to the hokey pokey. I love the sky effects. Oh, that's just absolutely fantastic. It's just 8 o'clock at night. We're going to have to call it a night soon. We're not going to be working through the night. We're starting the next video nice, bright and early. What I might do is I might do this off screen, do the rest of this field at least, but we'll see. So we're starting to get there. We're certainly putting a dent in the straw lines. Like I say, I'm not too worried about picking up every single strand of straw. So I mentioned about the soil mod. I have been seeing a few people use this soil mod. It's not something I've ever done before. It looks like quite a technical management add-on to Farming Sim, but if it's something you'd like me to maybe have a look at, then please leave a note down below. Or if you're just happy with the way things are going, then simply give us a thumbs up and leave us a comment. That would be fantastic. If there's any recommendations or any hints or tips, again, yeah, leave them down there. I do read every single message that you guys post, and I'll do my best to accommodate. Right, we're nearly done with our last, well, our next load. There we go. Alright, let's head back. So I think when we started, we had, before we bought the straw plant, I think we had like 53,000. So you can see this field is going to basically pay for the straw power plant. I think I am going to try and cosplay the other field, or do something, because obviously this could take a good couple of hours just to collect all the straw. Wrong way. There we go. Yeah, I think one more load would literally pay for the power plant, and then we'll be in profit. So 6,799. That's not bad. It takes us just a few minutes just to pick it all up. Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much for watching, and I will continue doing this off screen, this one field anyway, and I might have a think about how we're going to cosplay the other field into picking up the straw. Not quite sure yet, but we'll have a think, and I will see you in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. My name is Stockoglaws. This is Farming Simulator 2015. Take care, and ciao for now.